It's time! Oh! He slapped him! Conor McGregor! Oh my God!
And we will take our next set of questions from Pablo Santamaria with Notimmaecuador.
Hello, Ion. How are you?
Hi, I'm fine. Very good. Thank you.
First of all, I want to congratulate you because you beat COVID. So,
Thank you.
my first question is: do you think there is going to be another controversy, or this fight will finish like on a brutal way?
Cum crezi, lupta asta iarăși va fi controversată, adică întoarsă, controlată de Nevada Athletic Commission, sau lupta asta se va termina foarte brutal și adică nu va mai trebui să cineva să
Eu știu una, lupta să fie
dea
terminată.
rezultat?
Eu știu una, lupta să fie terminată. Sâmbătă noi terminăm. Terminăm pe teatru, terminăm toată istoria care a fost până acum.
Okay, and what do you expect from your rival, Magomed Ankalaev?
Ce te aștepți de la adversarul tău, de la Ankalaev?
Nimic.
Okay, so what's your prediction for the fight? Knockout, submission, or what?
Care sunt predicțiile tale?
Surprise. Surprise.
Yeah, it's a surprise, guys. Yeah, you'll see.
Thank you very much, Ion. Good luck on Saturday.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay, we will move on and take our next question from Pablo Santamaria with Notimmaecuador.
Hello, Magomed. How are you?
Как дела, Мага?
Все хорошо. Ждем момент.
Hello, sir. I'm very good.
Okay, what do you expect from your opponent for Saturday fight?
What I'm expecting from what?
From IONCUTELABA for the fight on Saturday.
Okay, что ты ожидаешь от Яна в субботу? Что он будет делать?
Трубка, да, там такой, что-то более принципиальный момент. Там ожидается хорошая рубка.
Rewatching the fight, do you think he was rocked or he was just like playing or something like that?
Когда ты пересмотрел ваш прошлый бой, какой вывод сделал? Ты думаешь, он действительно шатался, либо он игрался с тобой?
Ну, там, знаешь...
Не с тобой, но играл.
Он где-то пропустил, ну, дальше сыграл, может быть, да, так, мы же не знаем.
After I rewatched the fight.
And what's your mentality coming into the fight, knowing that you already have a victory over him?
С каким настроем как ты настроен на этот бой, зная то, что ты уже его побеждал?
Настрой хороший, обычный, да, но это еще одна преграда, да, когда ты идешь к своей цели, приходится, да, через трудности, через всего перейти, поэтому цель такова — выиграть его и идти дальше.
Thank you very much, Magomed, and good luck on Saturday.
Удачи тебе. Thank you.
And we will take our next questions from Pablo Santamaria with Notimmaecuador.
Hello, Bill. How are you?
Good. How are you, Pablo?
I want to ask you, what's your nickname, Señor Perfecto? What's the reason to be called Señor Perfecto?
So I made a YouTube video of myself doing everything perfectly, and the name Mr. Perfect has already been done before in wrestling and in kickboxing. That's Giorgio Petrosian's name. The doctor, they call him Mr. Perfect as well. So that had already been done before. Plus, my wife's Puerto Rican, so I wanted to put a little Spanish twist on there. So Señor Perfecto was born.
Okay, that's a cool nickname. And talking about the fight, do you think this will be the toughest challenge on your career?
Not really. I mean, I've fought guys that are in the top 15. Two guys that are in, well, one that's definitely in the top 15 in the UFC, and one that's going to be there soon. So, you know, I fought in pretty tough competition my entire career because I look for the toughest fight. So, this is just another fight, and stylistically, I really like my chances.
Okay, you took this fight on short notice, so what can expect from you for this fight?
you can expect me to still be in shape from the last fight. I'm still sharp. You know, I'm not skipping a beat since 2 weeks ago when I fought. So, short notice isn't really a thing. I mean, I'm always training. I'm always fighting. This is what I do. I've taken fights on shorter notice, so this is not a big deal for me. This is, you know, everything's looking good for me.
Fair play. And what's your prediction for the fight?
Either decision or knockout via Algeo.
Okay, thank you very much, Bill, and good luck on Saturday.
Thank you. Muchas gracias, amigo.
Gracias a ti.
Our next question is from Pablo Santamaria with Noti MMA Ecuador.
Hi, Neil. How are you?
Pretty good. How are you doing?
Everything is fine. Thanks for asking. The first thing I want to ask you is, you said that Neil and Robbie had a similar style. So what do you think is the main difference between them? So you have to adapt your style for that.
To be honest with you, the main difference between a fight against Robbie Lawler and Jeff Neal would be the experience level. Robbie Lawler is a guy who's been in deep waters plenty of times before, and finds the way to win. I mean, you watch his fight against Mainhoof and plenty of other guys where it's like, man, dude, he's out of the fight and he somehow finds a way to rally back, get a knockout, and win the fight. So his fight IQ is definitely a lot further than Jeff Neal. So that's something to take into account on Saturday night is the experience level. But when it's all said and done, it's up to me to go out there and get it done. Like it's a fight that's definitely winnable for me. It's a fight that I know I can go out there and put a great performance in. So at this point, you just go out there and execute.
Okay, what do you expect from Robbie? He is coming from 3 consecutive losses. Do you think he's going to come very aggressive and try to knock you out?
When have you seen the Robbie Lawler fight where he wasn't aggressive? He came for a knockout. I definitely expect him to be similar to Donald Cerrone fight where he just sprinted out and then threw everything he had towards Donald Cerrone, and that's the kind of fight that I'm expecting. I'm expecting it to be fireworks from beginning bell to whenever that fight may end. So that's the kind of Robbie Lawler I'm expecting. The guy who is dangerous everywhere, the guy who's experienced, the guy who was a former world champion for a reason, and that's the kind of fight that's gonna bring out the best in me.
And what's your prediction for the fight?
Me getting my hand raised, whether it's submission, TKO, or decision, I'm getting my hand raised on Saturday night.
And where do you think a victory over Robbie Lawler puts you in?
It definitely propels me further in the top 10 of my division, where I can start facing the guys in rank 6, 7, 8, 9, along those ranks, or whatever. But it definitely puts me a step in the right direction, and this is a huge fight for me, a huge opportunity for me to go out there and take advantage of.
Thank you very much, Neil, and good luck on Saturday.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
We will take our next questions from Pablo Santamaria with Noti MMA Ecuador.
Yep.
First of all, it's an honor to greet you. I want to ask you if you were going to bring violence to the octagon this Saturday, because you're a fan favorite because of that reason, because whenever you are in the octagon, it's always blood and violence.
What was the question?
If you're going to bring violence to the octagon in this Saturday.
Fight a certain way, and that's usually try to get right in the guy's face and create a fight and get into a fight. That's what this sport's about, I believe. I mean, guys are technical. Obviously, there's going to be technique involved, but push comes to shove, we're out there fighting and trying to inflict a little damage on each other.
Okay, so it's your first fight on this COVID situation. How was the fight camp and the fight week? And if you exceed something that you miss from the other fight weeks or camps?
I would say obviously it's a little different. I mean, obviously the world acting a little crazy right now, but you just kind of focus on the things you can control, which is how you train, how you work out, the things you're eating. You don't focus on those things, but everything's gone really well. UFC has done a great job of getting and make a little money during this time. I compete and do what I love.
And what's your prediction for the fight?
Just go out there and do what I do best. Go out there and push the pace and look to get a finish.
Okay, thank you very much, Robbie, and good luck on Saturday.
Thank you.
Questions from Pablo Santamaria with Noti MMA Ecuador.
Hello, Anthony. How are you?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm okay too. Thanks for asking. The first thing I want to ask is, you're coming from a hard defeat from Lawler, and what you learned from that fight?
That's kind of an open-ended question. But you know, I gotta stay focused. I guess if that's the one thing I would take from that. I gotta do a better job of staying focused and not making silly mistakes.
What do you consider Rakic's main strengths?
I would say his size, and his mobility and power. He moves like a middleweight, but he's every bit of a light heavyweight as you can get, and he's extremely powerful. Those are the top three things that make him dangerous.
Okay, and with John leaving the category, where do you think a victory over Rakic puts you in?
You know, it puts me in a good spot. It puts me in a position to get into a #1 contender fight. If it's extremely impressive, and something, you know, some crazy stuff happens in the other fight that's going on, I think it possibly puts me in title contention. But you know, likely gets me another main event, in an opportunity to fight for a title.
And do you think your experience will play a role in getting the victory?
Yeah, absolutely. I got more knockouts than Alexander Rakic has fights total. So you're not anything that I haven't seen. He doesn't bring anything new to the table. He's not super flashy. He's not fancy. He's not super tricky. But that's not saying he's not dangerous. So on my end of it, I need to be smart and use my experience and know that I have made those mistakes before, and get caught up playing games. And you know what they say, you play dumb games, you get dumb prizes. So I need to stay smart. But as far as experience goes, I think that that's absolutely an advantage.
Okay, I get it. And what's your prediction for the fight on Saturday and for the title fight again between Dom Reyes and Jan Blachowicz?
I've been kind of saying this all week. I'm kind of feeling like there's going to be an upset here. I feel like Jan Blachowicz is going to get it done. I like the way those two guys match up. I haven't broken them down, you know, super deep yet. Really seen what that's going to look like, but just from the outside looking in, just, you know, really, you know, I like how they match up as far as Jan being. He's really tight and fundamental, and he likes to fight at boxing range. And Dominic Reyes does when he can keep people at kicking range. And it does seem like Reyes doesn't do that well fighting backing up. So Blachowicz is absolutely going to make him back up. That's just his style. He's better on the ground, I think, and I think he's the better wrestler. As far as the prediction for my fight, was that the question?
Yes.
That also I don't know. There's a bunch of different ways it could go, but I would imagine that we're going to end up kind of playing that, you know, that who's eager game, and I'm not going to get caught up into that. So I see myself winning a couple different ways. I just don't know which way it's going to be.
Fair play. Thank you very much, Anthony, and good luck on Saturday.
Thank you.